Welcome back to New Record Day. If you have a pair of headphones, now would be a good time to throw them on. Check this out. Andover Spinbase, Andover Turntable, Big Band Spectacular, Direct Cut Recording Disc 1. Now, check this out. Gonna head over to the runout grooves. Keeping in mind a $10 IKEA table made out of compressed paper, a Spinbase and a turntable sitting on top of it, and then we have two Earthworks microphones on a cheesy light stand with a Yecklin disc. I'm so impressed with what they call, ISO groove technology. The isolation that you get out of the Spinbase, well, that's worth the review itself. It really is. Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about the Andover Spinbase and the Andover Turntable. All right, so we're gonna make this short and sweet. There is no reason to blabber on about the Spinbase for the next 25 minutes, so here it is. This is the Spinbase, and as you can see, it is essentially a platform for a turntable, and you set your turntable on top of it, you plug your turntable into the back of it, and you're ready to rock and roll. Taking a look at the back of the Spinbase, to the far left we have a toggle switch for line in, or what they're calling ceramic cartridge. We have a ground lug. We have RCA inputs for single-ended inputs for a moving magnet cartridge. And then we have the RCA inputs for either the line-in or ceramic cartridge. We have bass and treble controls, which you saw me using at the intro. And then we have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And it also has built-in Bluetooth. Okay, well now you can stream from your phone as well. Once you plug in the Spinbase, getting this thing turned on is as simple as just turning the volume control. You're gonna hear a quick click. The Spinbase is now turned on, and you simply just turn up the volume. When I first plugged in the Spinbase, honestly, I was surprised. And I don't know if those sound clips at the beginning is gonna even come close to what is surprising about the Spinbase. So I'm just gonna tell you, they did something that is rather clever. In the front, and I already took this thing apart because I was curious. In the front, there are two tweeters. On the sides, there are two mid-woofers, mid-range woofers, whatever you want to call them. That is smart right off the bat, because had we seen a bunch of full-range drivers trying to give you this, wide dispersion of sound, I think we would have ended up with a big comb filtering phase issue that doesn't sound very good. But I can see that there was some thought put into this guy that this design actually works. And according to Andover, the Spinbase has a 270-degree dispersion. And so you can pretty much plop this guy anywhere in a room and you can fill that room with music. And that has been my experience. I am not going to sit here and try to BS you into saying this can replace just about anybody's 2-channel bona fide hi-fi rig. No, I don't think it can. But I don't think that is what this is really trying to do to begin with. I have so many friends that come over, listen to my rig, they're interested in playing records, getting into hi-fi, you name it. After they leave my house, usually in about a week, I get a text message from them and they often say, okay, I'm interested. I actually want to do this. What all do I need? Well, you tell them everything that they need to make this work. You need an amplifier. You need a, phono preamp if you want to spin records. You need a turntable. You need a cartridge. You need speakers. You need speaker stands if you're doing bookies. And the list goes on and on. That conversation always goes one of two ways. Either A, they say, okay, cool, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Can you help me out? And I always say, yes, of course I can. Or I don't hear back from them because it's just too much. It's too overwhelming. And that is where a solution like this might be enough for that type of a person where they don't need anything crazy. Or, hear me out, guys, what about us that want to throw something in a bedroom or in a den or in an office and we don't want to set up a 2-channel rig in there? Again, a simple, elegant solution. Let me go ahead and remove that so we don't have Reflection City. All right, so this is the Andover Spindeck. It's as straightforward as it's gonna get. So if you're looking at this turntable and you're thinking to yourself, well, this certainly looks familiar. It looks a lot like a project turntable. That's because it is. This is exclusively designed for Andover by Project, and that's not a bad thing. I like a lot of the Project turntables, and this is not a bad way to start spinning vinyl. Let's go ahead and cover the basic features here right now. It's a belt-driven turntable. You do have the ability to change from 33 to 45s. It comes with an Ortophone OM cartridge, moving magnet cartridge. The feet on it do seem to do a good job with decoupling the turntable from the Spinbase. It does come with an acrylic lid, which you guys saw before. From what I can tell and what I can hear, the motor on it is very low noise, so that's a good thing. And it does come in 2 different colors, same with the Spinbase, either white or black. It's simple to use, and I think that that is going to be the key here. This guy was ready to rock and roll right out of the box, and I think that is probably the biggest celebration here that I can offer up about the Spindeck. So folks, that's a wrap. We have the Spindeck and the Spinbase from Andover. Andover, thank you so much for sending these guys out. I had a lot of fun with them. Yeah, they do come with a recommendation, especially for those of you that are getting into hi-fi and you want this to be as simple as possible, or for those of you that are thinking, yeah, Ron, I could see that in a den or in an office or in a bedroom or something like that. This is not a bad way to go. Honestly, no joke, it sounds good, it works well, and it's easy to use.